Hey, this is Janine from Janine Sews. First, I want to apologize for posting this in portrait mode, but sometimes when you're trying to show off a top, it's really hard to get enough detail if you use landscape mode. So I know I'm probably breaking a law on YouTube, but so be it. Anyways, I wanted to show you my finished first ever lined structured jacket. At the beginning of August, I posted a video with my toile, which was a raglan sleeve jacket. And as soon as I saw that on video, it was pretty obvious that it was god-awful and I had to find a different pattern. So I did, dug around in my stash, and I settled on Burda 6616, this jacket. Burda labels this pattern as average difficulty. The fabric that I used is a diamond jacquard suiting I picked up from Fabric Mart Fabrics last year. I purchased 2 yards at $8.99 a yard. The wonderful and lovely people at Fabric Mart sent me 2 yards, 15 inches for some reason. And this pattern needed 2.5 yards, so it was perfect. I used a Bemberg lining and also a nice quality interfacing from Fashion Fabric Supply. I have to say that better quality interfacing made a big difference. It just fuses so much better than the inexpensive stuff. This particular pattern features a stand-up collar, these notch lapels, princess seams, two-piece sleeves, front zip, and the best of all features, zipped inseam pockets. I love these pockets. I cut my size. I didn't make a lot of alterations. The only thing I did is I wound up taking in the princess seams on the back to give it a bit more shaping. I think the result is that I look a little bit like a football player, but that's okay. Do I recommend this pattern? I'm sorry, but I don't recommend this pattern. The instructions were poor. It wasn't that the instructions were too hard, it's just that they weren't organized well and there were a lot of things that were left out. Now, it could be that that's typical for Burda patterns, but I found that there weren't a lot of notches or markings on the pattern to help me along. And it was just confusing sometimes the way they would break out the A and B. When A and B were doing, you should do the exact same thing, and they didn't have them together on the pattern. But anyway, I don't recommend the pattern unless you're very experienced and you don't need instructions to do a line jacket. I'm happy with this. I love the pockets, as I already said. I will certainly wear this to work. My favorite neutral is gray, and I have some gray pants that are going to go really well with this. I've also picked up 2 different pieces of fabric to make tops that'll go underneath. I don't know if I've told you that I'm trying to up my wardrobe for work, and I want to wear more jackets. I want to look a little more polished, and you know what? I think this is okay. I think this is pretty good. I mean, it's not form-fitting, but it's a work jacket. I'll likely wind up wearing it more open than closed. Oh, and I want to show you before I finish this, my beautiful lining. I'm pretty happy with this. First one. Anyways, I made a couple of changes to the pockets and how they were constructed, and I'm going to be detailing those on my blog, www.lifeofjanine.com. And I've got some fabric coming soon, so in the next week or so I will be posting another video with my fabric purchases and my plans for September. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope to see you soon.